Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be using all my BOXYCHARM products for the month of May. So I had my regular BOXYCHARM and my premium. So I have a total of, I believe, 11 items to try out with you. And as promised, also I am using my older backdrop setup here. Not backdrop, but you know what I mean. Stuff behind me. I know some of you guys love the new backdrops, some of you guys miss the old. I'm just gonna do a mixture, so you may see backdrops, you may see what's going on behind me right now. I did kind of clean it up a little bit, remove a little bit of the clutter. I think it looks pretty cute. We'll be able to use almost every single thing from the box. Now I do want to quickly mention, obviously I'm not going to use my shampoo bar on camera. I guess I could have washed my hair this morning and shown it, but I have not tried this out yet. It's still very interesting. I'm going to take it into my shower soon because I'm about to run out of my shampoo. I'll keep you guys updated if I like that or not. Definitely different. Everything else we should be able to use in some form. So I am going to go ahead and put on some of the Sugar Rush Best Bud Lip Butter Balm, and this is in Peony. I do think the packaging is really cute with a little yellow rose. My lips are terribly dry right now, and I don't know if wearing a mask has something to do with it, but like hours in that mask is so hot, and I don't know, maybe that's doing something to my lips. I come home and my lips feel kind of like numb on the surface, and I don't know what that's about, but okay, that feels really nice. It smells lightly sweet and it feels amazing on the lips. So far I actually really love this. This is like up there with some of my favorite lip balms. This is the second time I've tried it, but I really like it. Alright, so I am going to use my Glam Glow Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. I'm going to put that on while I do my eyes. I love to do this sometimes, especially with a mask like this, because with this one you actually massage in any excess product. So this is perfect. I'm going to just like tissue off the excess and then massage it in. But I am going to go ahead and use these Dead Sea Minerals Vitamin C Serum Makeup Remover Wipes. I do have a little bit of a moisturizer on, so I want to just like kind of clean my face before I put this mask on. But like I told you guys in my unboxing, if you watch that, I'm not crazy about makeup wipes by any means. I don't really use them to take my makeup off, clean my face, anything like that. So I can't say that I'm really excited to get these. I do use makeup wipes occasionally for swatches. If I'm doing like lip swatches in a video, I'll take them off really quick with a wipe. I'm also like a crazy person when I do my makeup about keeping my hands clean, so I always have them handy just in case, but I definitely don't remove my makeup with them. That's okay though. I'm actually going to use this Lancome foundation brush to apply this mask. Ooh, it's cooling. That feels so good on my skin. And this one's kind of meant to rehydrate, soothe the skin. Probiotics are good for like the recovery of your skin. Also really good for redness and inflammation. I have a lot of redness, which is just the way that my skin is. Somebody commented in my other videos like, oh my god, what happened to your skin when you put that something on? And I was like, nothing. It's just my skin. Like, I just get red, and what are you gonna do? That smells so good. It feels really nice on the skin so far, and this one you just leave on for 10 minutes. Alright, so I am gonna use the Pretty Vulgar. This is the eyeshadow primer from them. It's a really cute little light pink packaging. I do have more detail in my unboxing video of like prices and all that, but I'm excited to use this one. It feels more like a traditional eye primer, reminiscent of like Shadow Insurance. So I'm gonna use this dense brush and kind of apply this eyeshadow primer. I was actually expecting by the texture that I felt of it on my hand that it might be a bit more tacky. It's maybe getting there. It's drying down a little bit more than I really expected. I have some Pretty Vulgar products that I really like, and I want to try that Volcanic something foundation. I haven't tried that yet. So the palette that we received is the Violet Voss Essentials palette. This is funny because so many people commented and said, I got that like a year ago or 6 months ago, and apparently this is just one that they've kind of like cycled through. Maybe they're giving it out to people who never received it. I never got this palette before. It's not a duplicate for me. I think a lot of people were like wondering that if I got like an old product that I had already gotten. I hope that this palette hasn't been sitting there all that time. I hope that they got new quantities of it. We're gonna try it out nonetheless. I'm gonna take this Morphe R34 and I'm just gonna dip into the shade Sand, which looks like a really good transition shade, and we're just gonna get to work. If you have this palette, how do you like it? Because typically I love Violet Voss shadows. Like, I have maybe only 2 palettes, maybe 3, but the ones that I do have perform so well. So much so that I saw that, oh god, my brush just went. I saw that in the BOXYCHARM pop-up they had multiple Violet Voss palettes, so I got both of the Best of Life and then the Best of Life 2. They have some insane like packed glitters in there. Now I know not everybody likes those, but I love them because it's like an easy impact on your eye look. Like you can turn just something super simple into like bam. That to me is coming off way different on the eye. It kind of looks like I picked up the other shade as well, but I didn't. Just against my skin tone, it really like intensified that color. All right, I'm gonna grab this little Profusion eyeshadow brush, and I think I'm gonna take the shade Cinnamon, and we're gonna deepen up that crease. This is not cute. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like the eyeshadow primer bunched up as my eye was closed. So I definitely feel like one eye at a time is the way to go. I can tweak that, but it just kind of sucks that I haven't spent that much time over here and already that has happened. I'm just gonna try to hide the fact that that occurred. I am gonna go in and darken the outer corner, so hopefully we can mask that, but that kind of sucks. Also, just like generally speaking, it looks a little bit better blended over here. So I think I would definitely do one eye at a time going forward, which I do a lot on camera. But if I'm honest, like at home, if I'm just doing my eyeshadow and I'm not worried about filming, I usually do both eyes like at the same time, just, you know, one right after the other. So I don't know, kind of weird. All right, I'm gonna take the shade Black in my outer corner. Ooh. I'm starting out in a very small section because I can always try to like blend out and blow it out. So I like to start small with a black shadow and just be a little bit more conservative, because you can always add more and build it up. Okay, this is so weird. This black is getting very patchy. I think it's the primer though. Like I don't think it's the actual shadow. It's just this one spot, and it looks like it's a little like, I don't know, like the eyeshadow primer is a little too thick in that area. I don't know if you actually can see, but it's along the lash line and like right above where my brush is, right above the lash. It's just like this little patch. It's not adhering and it's kind of like messy. So I am interested to try this palette out, and I wish I had done this in the beginning to do my regular priming on one eye, but I'm gonna try this palette again with my regular like concealer base and see how it performs, because overall I'm not really liking the way that this is going. The shadows look decent, but they're not as good as what I remember my other Violet Voss palettes to be. So I don't know if that's strictly the primer or if the shadow is having something to do with it as well. I definitely have to use the Emerald. It's just like calling my name. I'm just gonna wet this flat, it's a Suva 550 brush, and see how it does picking up that shadow. Ooh. And for those of you who missed Mr. Minners in the background, hey buddy, come here. Okay. Wow, look at that green. Well, my camera decided that it needed a break, so I went ahead and did my foundation concealer. I do have some setting powder under the eye as well, so that I can safely finish off my eye. So I love the Emerald, and again, this is making me think that the palette is fine, and it's more so the base, because I mean everything came together really pretty, and that Emerald is insane. It's definitely like my normal experience with Violet Voss. So at any rate, I don't know if I want to do gold in my inner corner. Ooh, that pink is pretty too. I think I'm gonna go with cream and just do something kind of basic. This is like super glowy. I'm gonna take some of the Cinnamon shade on this really dense small brush and go right under my lash line, keeping that really cropped in for a second. I'm gonna take Sand, which was the first shade that we used, and kind of blend out that other shade. Alright, I also have the Kat Von D Inkwell liner. The shade is Dark Wave, so it's this really bright blue, and we're just gonna go for it, because who knows. I'm gonna give it a little shake. Okay, this has none of the impact that I was expecting. I'm kind of sad. This dries so fast that you really don't have any time to work with it. I'm hating this. It just gets dry on there so fast. I've dipped into this like 8 times already. It seems to be just like sticking wherever you put it to the powder. Alright, that's as good as I can do, and it's taking way too long to do this liner. I don't know, I am annoyed. And it's dry. Okay. Maybe I didn't shake it good enough the first time, you know? Alright, it seems a little bit better with like a lot of shaking. I'm basically shaking it every time I pull the tip in and out. It's getting so thick and crunchy where I try to like fix a mistake and it layers a little bit in one area. It's, oof. I will say this, it looks a little bit more vibrant on this side where I like really shook it. So I only like, you know, shook it a few times the first time. Maybe that was part of the issue I was having. Okay, I'm still not crazy about it because I feel like this is just a lot of work. The color does come out pretty if you just really shake it and consistently shake it as you're dipping in for more liner. The side of the wing though looks like crispy crunchy, not cute. I hope you guys can see that is like a crunchy mess, and I'm trying to extend it just a little bit and then it turned into that. Ugh. I did it about as good as I could over there. I basically just had to like dab in a spot where the shadow needed, or where the liner needed to be built up a little bit instead of like trying to fix it. So here's what it looks like. My lash line feels heavy and dry. Like I can literally feel it. I do feel like it got better as I kind of adjusted to needing to shake it a lot, but you really, to get like the best application, need to shake it up every time you go in and out, and it dries really quickly, so you're gonna be doing that a lot. For me, that's just a lot of work. I feel like NYX has liners that do better than this that are just as bold. Those dry out over time, but still you can use them for months before they dry out. So, I don't know. I'm just not feeling that. I do want to go ahead and dust off this bait because I feel dry. I left it there just in case I had any fallout of shadow or even the liner. Also want to take a little bit of cream, that really highlighty shade, to go in here. Ooh, I spent so much time on that I'm like running out of time over here. I kind of screwed up because I put my setting powder a little too far down on my cheek, and I do have this Milk Makeup Astro Glow Oil Lip Cheek. So I think I'm just gonna wear it on my lips because I think this is gonna like break apart powder. Like I could test it, but I'm afraid. Maybe I'll do like a tiny spot. I like the color, but that's just gonna break apart. So I'm just gonna stop for now. We're gonna put it on my lips because I don't have actually any other lip products, which is crazy. You usually always get some kind of lip products. We'll switch gears for a second before I go back to that. So I do have two products. We have the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil that I got in one of my boxes. This one has some luminosity to it, so hopefully it's not too crazy. I do need some bronze though. And then I also have this brush duo. This is from Baddington Beauty. Now I do remember the price tag of this is like $90 and I think it's insane, but I'm gonna use this bigger brush to try to bronze with, and then we'll use a smaller one to do a bit of contour, maybe some blush as well. So I'm gonna dip into chocolate gold with the bigger, fluffier brush. Go light-handedly. All right, I'm gonna take this other brush. It may be a little bit big for contour, but we're just gonna make it work. Now I will say, I know we talked about the price point in the other video and in this video, but these brushes are really nice. I'm not surprised because I do love Baddington lashes and I assumed good quality of their brushes, but I do like them. I wouldn't go out and spend $90 on two brushes, but I like them. I'm gonna take some Peach Perfect blush. I don't have any blush in this box, so just grabbing something to throw on a little bit of color. Haven't worn a peachy blush in a little while. This brush is diffusing that color quite beautifully, and I'm kind of throwing and going, so it looks really nice. All right, my camera's being a little bitch today, so I went ahead and did some highlight off camera. Everything is coming together really nicely, even though some of the products didn't work so well. I'm still pretty happy. So let's go ahead with this Milk makeup on the lips and see what this looks like. This smells like bubbles. Like as a kid, if you just got like those really cheap bubbles from like Walmart. This is really pretty. I don't particularly love it with this look, but it is a really pretty lip. And I also want to use it when I'm doing like more of a juicy, like dewy skin kind of look on the cheeks. I think that would be really pretty. Let me go ahead and swatch it again so you can see, since I didn't do like a proper try on for this one. It's a really pretty color. It's also got like some luminosity to it. So my lips actually have not only a shine, but they have like this very, very subtle, fine shimmer. So that's what it looks like on the lips. And we do have one more product. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Kevyn Aucoin, the Expert Mascara. Now, many people commented and said that their mascara was dried out, and I went ahead and opened mine. I was actually not going to open it right away, but since everybody had the issue, I opened mine, and mine was okay. It doesn't seem like a very like wet formula, and I don't know if that's because mine is like semi-dry, or if it's because it's just not that wet a formula to begin with. But because people were having those issues, I did go ahead and try it. So this is actually my second time using it, and it's okay. It's a good mascara, but I'm not like blown away by it. Yeah, I have to say, after using it a second time, I think there's a likelihood that this is like partially dry and other people's was like really, really dry, because I am having some like flaking with this that normally only starts to occur, for me at least, like once I've used a mascara for a little while. So it does okay. Like my lashes look pretty good, but nothing phenomenal. And I do have to say, I don't feel like this mascara is super fresh, if that makes sense. Okay, let me run through. First of all, these overpriced brushes are amazing. I actually am liking the bronzer more than I expected. I thought it would be a little bit more like in your face glow, maybe a little bit warmer, but I think it's really pretty. I do believe that the Violet Voss palette is going to be just fine, but I think that this primer did something weird to it. But I am going to try both of them like separately and see how it goes, because I'm curious how each of them perform, and it could just be that they don't like each other, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about this so far, but I do want to give it another chance. This liner, I just feel like it's a lot of work. Even though it is a really pretty color, I think you can get, like I said, a NYX liner and be much better off. We talked about the mascara. I'm just the Milk Stick is cute. I don't know. Again, I want to try it on the cheeks when I'm wearing kind of a different look and see how it goes. But I do like Milk products, so I expect I will like it. Honestly, the wipes, just don't put that in my box. These two products I love, the Sugar Rush Lip Balm and the Berry Glow Glam Glow Mask. Love those. And then jury's still out on the shampoo bar. We're gonna try it out and see. I'm pretty impressed. Obviously, you're not gonna like everything. Even like every month, you're not gonna like every single product that you get. That's the gamble with a subscription box, and some people get like really mad about it. But I mean, honestly, I know it's a gamble, so I'm bound to get things that I love and things that I don't love as much. But I do feel like I got my money's worth, even if you consider like these products right here. The bronzer, I think I'm going to really love the palette. The green is phenomenal, the emerald shade. So I do feel like I got my money's worth, but it's still a bit of a mixed bag when I really dive in and try everything out. So once again, I think I'm going to do videos like this where I keep my unboxing separate. That way you can watch either or both, depending on what you really want to watch, and that way you can invest, you know, your time how you want to. So that is it. I'm sorry that I'm rambling. I'm like running out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave me a thumbs up if you do enjoy these try on videos, and I will continue to do them for you. This month it got a little bit late and a little bit out of hand, but next month I plan to do them quicker. So yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and hit that notification bell so maybe you can see when I upload videos. Maybe. I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I will see you really soon in my next video. Bye guys!